Hi, it's Lynn, your adulting coach. This video summarizes Sean McCormick's 2022 presentation at the Executive Function Online Summit on 3 ways to encourage executive functions at home. He encourages us to keep going and to recognize that by being here and watching this video that you really are showing hope. And, that action in itself speaks volumes about you and how much you love your children. He encourages us to do 3 things to develop executive function at home. We want to externalize the to-dos, communicate with authority using a ping format, and facilitate meetings with the people that support our autistic graduates. He asks us to encourage our graduates to write down their goals, and we need to write down our goals. In fact, what we suggest for others, it's really helpful if we do it ourselves. So he argues that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them, according to a study done by Gail Matthews at the Dominican University. I'll take anything that increases the odds that I'm going to get done what I want to do to build the life I want, and that they're going to do what they need to do to increase their own independence and build that life themselves. Of course, he suggests the SMART acronyms: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-bound. So how do we do that? Using Google Tasks. Anywhere we have an application on Google, generally there's in the right-hand column going to be a circle with a check mark in it. That's where the Google Task app is. So what we want to do is take our 10 domains and write down what our next steps are in each one of them. We can also use that Google Task app as a warehouse of ideas that we have in each one of our 10 domains, or areas for improvement, or things I've noticed about myself that I need to work on. But the to-do list just needs to have the very next doable action that we all agree can be done. Now, it doesn't always get done because we do tend to avoid the things that we don't want to do, but having them written down will help nudge us in a very smart way, because it's not going to overwhelm the brain when there's only one per domain. He wants us to be careful to definitely watch their nervous system, and I'm going to add an ours, and keep getting those trial yeses. The trial yeses are the yes, I think I can do that. That's the next trial they're up for and we're up for, so that we get used to buying into each step. And if we say no, or if they say no, we need to just come back to it later. No need to push on the rope. We don't make any progress that way. Doing a little bit, that incrementality mindset, just that little bit gets our biggest bang for our buck. When you respect them and yourself enough to honor your preferences, finding that balance of nudging but also pulling back when they or we get frustrated, because high emotions translates often to low emotional intelligence. So here's the acronym he advocates for when we communicate with authority via email or text. We always start with a pleasant introduction. We inform and inquire about the topic. Here's what's happening. Is there any flexibility? And then we negotiate what we'd like and express gratitude for being able to talk about it, have a job like the one that we have, have a medical professional who has spent thousands of hours learning what they need in order to provide the kind of care that they give us. He also advocates that we look for templates. There's a way to do that in advanced settings in Google. I haven't always found that helpful. What I like to do is just keep a template in my Notes app, and I just copy paste it in and revise it. And ChatGPT has been really helpful for my family to draft emails or text messages to people in authority. And they generally, you'll find that they do follow the same format, that ping format. and what we want to put in the chat GPT is write an email asking my doctor to change my appointment or whatever it is. And they come up with wonderful formats. The third action he recommends is that we have family and caring circle meetings, because they help us get that collective efficacy, that collective efficiency, that collective success. And groups aligned around what goals are important is really the most impactful thing that we can offer our kids. And we want to make sure that this group knows, what their 10 domains are and what they want to do in each one and how they can help, and the progress that they've already made, and the type of help, the type of scaffolding that they need to take the next step. Our accountant, our lawyer, any relatives that have volunteered to help in various areas, if we have a cleaning service for their place, whatever it is, we want to include them in the whole goal planning process and make sure that they get together, we all get together. All right. In that agenda includes what's going well, what goals in progress we're making, who does what when, and the next meeting date. And when we do that, we really can make progress together, because the human brain is a beautiful, magical thing, but it doesn't necessarily evolve until sometime later than we would hope for and expect. So our timeline is not how it's defined. And that's his quote for us. Please sign up to go to the Executive Function Online Summit. I think you'll find it worth every dollar that you invest to get the ability to listen to the replays and the audio files on Google Podcasts whenever you want going forward. Bye for now.